Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me here today. I appreciate you being here. If you're new to this space, my name is Sully Roberts. I'm your image coach and personal stylist. My goal ultimately is to help you get more out of your wardrobe. What do I mean by that? More confidence, more savings because you're wasting monies on buying clothing that you don't wear that's sitting in your closet. I am here to teach you how to shop smart and how to get those opportunities that you need in your career or business. Now, from the title of this live, you may be looking at it going, I don't think I want to join because this seems to be one of those conversations that's just going to be on what service products and services do I have to offer you. But I want to tell you, if you're scrolling through, if you're looking, you're stopping, you're wondering if you should have this conversation, because as the title says, is personal styling and image coaching right for you? So you may assume that I'm talking more about my products and service, and I want to tell you, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I will be talking about it actually a little bit. Let me correct that. I will be talking about it a little bit, but it is not the basis of this conversation. So thank you very much for connecting. Share this with a friend that you know may want to, is trying to decide whether or not they should hire a personal stylist, get image coaching for themselves, right? This conversation was inspired by a private message that I got on LinkedIn. I'm not going to say the person's name, but I'm just kind of like going to read a little bit of what they said. And this is what she said. I've seen your post about image and styling. I've thought that's not for me. I don't care that much about clothes. I just want to be comfortable. Let me read that again. This is what she said. That she's seen my posts where I'm talking about the importance of your image, how you present yourself, and what you wear to be able to get the opportunities that you need, create the visibility for yourself. But she never thought it was something that was for her, right? She don't care that much about clothing, and she just wants to be comfortable. How many of you watching right now, or maybe watching the replay, that actually think this way? Like personal styling and image coaching, like those are luxury items. Those are luxury things. Like you're an ordinary woman making impact within your life, within your career, within your business. You're building that. It's like, no, that's not something for me, right? Because you're looking at it. When you look at image coaching and personal styling, you're like, that's for the celebrities. That's for the celebrities. That's for the rich and famous. That's for the wealthy. That's for, the 10th and 12th floor people. And I'm just on the second floor. First of all, personal styling and image coaching is for everyone. And it's something that you should consider, especially if you are looking to take your business or your career to the next level. I talked about this on a previous live where I spoke about the return on investment of personal styling and what that means for you. How does that translate to more opportunities within your business and your career? I spoke about that before. So if you want to go and listen to that, definitely go ahead and do that, because I did talk about that conversation there. It's on my YouTube channel, and you can also find it right here on LinkedIn as well, right? So it's right there for you to be able to listen to. But I wanted to talk about today the whole aspect of whether or not personal styling is for you, and why do you feel as though it's not for you, right? And how can you decide whether or not getting help with your wardrobe is an investment that you need to make, right? That's what I want to talk about today. So thanks again for joining. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate you being here. If you're watching live, let me know in the comments, like, what is What is your take on personal styling? How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about it? Are you one of those women who think it's not for you and that you just want to be comfortable in clothes? Let me know. Because let's be honest, with everything that's happening in our lives, the last thing that most of us, when we're building a career and we're building a brand, the last thing that most of you are thinking of is what to wear until the occasion where you have to dress up comes up. So you're not thinking about what to wear to get on Zoom, what to wear to present yourself, to create that visibility for yourself. You're not thinking of that as part of your strategy, as part of your personal development, right? Generally, when you're getting dressed, it's like, or you have an event you go to, you think about it 2 or 3 days before the event, or maybe on some occasion, you think about it on the same day. Then you go into your closet trying to find something, and you go through that whole frustration of, I have nothing to wear, the meltdown, and maybe you don't have an extreme meltdown, but what you do, you revert to being comfortable. And at the end of the day, you know that being comfortable in terms of what you're wearing is not allowing you to become visible. It's not allowing you to be seen within your business and your career. Or you just opt into, I'm just going to be comfortable. Like, who cares about clothes? I have more important things to worry about. But clothes, your wardrobe can become your superpower. The things that you wear, the way you present yourself is your opportunity to attract the things that you want in life. So how do you decide whether or not personal styling or image coaching is right for you? First of all, what is personal styling? If you go and you Google it, you may get a definition like a personal stylist is someone who provides you with new fashion trend and clothing style, makeup and color. Like, they help you with that. And I think because of that definition, most women associate it with something frivolous, as in, oh yeah, I'm not into following trends. I'm not going to be spending money every single season buying new clothes. And you think that is what a personal stylist does based on that definition. Now, there's some personal stylists who specifically focus on that. They'll help you, dress for occasions, just right, like you have an event to go to, and they'll provide you with outfit options to go to that, to wear to go to that. There's some personal stylists that do that. But the work that I do with my clients is deeper than that, right? It's not on the surface. We're not wearing clothes just to look good. We're not helping the fashion industry grow because, it's there and they're telling us what trend we should be wearing this season. The work that I do with my clients, it's more in line of how can we work together to unlock your confidence, to see what are some of the obstacles that your wardrobe is stopping you from achieving. Because if you go into your wardrobe, think about it this way. If you go into your wardrobe and you don't feel confident wearing the things that you're wearing, right? Your body is changed and you enter your wardrobe trying to get dressed and nothing fits because you gain a little bit weight and, the pants are too tight, the shirt's too tight. What happens to you? What happens to your confidence? What happens to the way you show up? And that is where the work that I do is so much more different from that definition of what a personal stylist is and how personal styling works. There's a myth around personal styling and getting a personal stylist that you may be buying into, that you may be, some of the things that's within your subconscious that's stopping you from really saying, okay, enough is enough. I'm not happy with what I'm wearing. I have things that I want to achieve in my business. I want to create more visibility for myself. I want to build my personal brand. I want to be able to attract more opportunities in my career and business. But there's some things in your subconscious, because that's where, without us realizing it, our subconscious is what drives most of our decisions. Is getting up and getting dressed. That's something you do on autopilot, right? You have to get dressed. You get up and get dressed. But when someone talks to you about being more intentional about dressing, you're seeing my content on social media, you're hearing me talk about it on podcasts and doing these conversations, having these conversations like this. But your subconscious is telling you it's not important, because at some point in your life, you were told that paying attention to the way you I shouldn't say present yourself, paying attention to what you wear, or just spending money on clothing, and it's like, no, that's a lost cause, right? Don't do that. There are more important things like your career and your business to work on. So even though I may be saying to you that your image can become your superpower to help you get the opportunities that you want, to boost your confidence, to show up for yourself so that you can be seen, so you can be heard, so you can be happy, those seeds that you were told in your life, the things within your subconscious is what you are listening to. So let's break down some of the myths that you may be, like you hear personal styling, that you're holding on to, and it's not allowing you to expand and really step out. The first one, as I said before, personal styling is not for you. It's for the celebrities. It's for the rich and famous, right? Because we tend to think that we are not worthy of even trying to imagine that we can be on that level. Like, who am I to hire a personal stylist? Who am I to get image coaching? Like, everyone is going to think X or Y or Z. And no, I'm not trying to be a celebrity. No, I'm not trying to be that person. But it's not about that. It's about you showing up for yourself. Like, what are your goals? Let's think about it. If we're looking at you saying to yourself, I want to show up in my business, strengthen my personal brand. And that requires you to go to networking events, do a lot of networking on and off social media, which means you have to get dressed. You have to present yourself in a way that draws people in. And you know in yourself, oh, I'm just getting dressed for getting dressed sake. I'm just going to put on whatever fits, but it doesn't really represent me. I'm still going through that weight change, still trying to figure out what my next move is. And, you're going through all of these, I don't want to call them excuses, but you're coming up with all these reasons as to why, you're just going to stay within the space that you're in. But getting a personal stylist to help you along your journey, as you would get a coach to help you with your career or help you with your business or help you throughout your a mindset coach, or you get a coach for health reasons. Same thing goes with your image. Getting a coach for your image says to you and says to everyone around you that you're investing in yourself to achieve more. So we're talking about those myths. It's not for you. It's for the rich and famous. Here's one that I always think of, like I hear a lot. Personal stylist and image coaching, like if you hire a personal stylist or image coach, they completely change who you are, and you don't get to show up as yourself. No, I'm gonna tell you this. If you've ever worked with a personal stylist, or you've heard a personal stylist saying that he or she is going to transform you into someone else, no. Just say thanks, but no thanks. Because the work that I do with my clients is not to transform you into someone else. Is to highlight, like, what are some of the challenges that you're having when it comes to getting dressed, when it comes to being visible within your business and your career. What are some of the things that, what are your goals? How would you like to present yourself? How do you want to show up? How do you feel in your clothing? Like, how do you feel? What are some of the things you want to do? So we look at it from a holistic point of view, a holistic approach. So if you're saying, I love the whole bohemian look, but I want to have elements of it, and I want to dress comfortable, we look at all of that and then craft your personal style. Then create your packaging in terms of what that looks like for you. You get to decide and determine what it is. Because we've seen it. We've heard about the celebrities and the famous people where someone comes in and say, okay, you're going to have brown hair, you're going to wear this, you're going to walk this way, you're going to do that. And we think that's, when we think of personal styling, we think that's what's going to happen to you. No. If someone says that to you, that they're going to create a persona, a person outside of who you are, no. Okay. The other myth is that you think that dressing, in order to have great style, or if you hire a personal stylist, you have to wear trendy pieces and you have to be in fashion. You have to have this high fashion look at all times, when all you want to do is be comfortable. Now, first of all, comfortable is based on who you are and how you show up. Comfortable is never, and every time I hear the word I want to be comfortable, I always ask my clients, what does that mean to you? Because my definition of comfortable is not jeans and t-shirt. Like, I don't feel comfortable in jeans and t-shirt. It is not who I am. You may feel comfortable in jeans and t-shirt, and that's great. How can we upgrade that in terms of not looking like just a jeans and t-shirt, but really add different styling elements to it, right? So you don't have to, when you hire a personal stylist or you hire an image coach, it's not about wearing trendy pieces. If there's some personal stylists that will do that, because that's probably what, and if you gravitate to that person, that's what you want. So you have to decide for yourself, what is it you want from your personal stylist? Do you want someone who's going to dress you in trendy pieces? Do you want someone who's just going to, create a style persona and give it to you and say, wear this? Or do you need someone who's going to work with you from the inside out to understand what are some of the challenges that you're going through, to understand what are some of the roadblocks that's stopping you from showing up, to understand what's happening in your life right now, and then help you to streamline your closet so that you can show up for yourself, so that you can have that visibility within your business and your career. So that is what you want, right? Image coaching is about helping you to become aware of what your image is saying and communicating about you, not only to yourself, but how you coming across to others, right? So it's deeper than wearing clothes and showing up. So all the myths that you may have heard about personal styling, what that means is this luxury thing. It's like, no, it's not. It is tapping into you, taking you from where you may feel as though you don't deserve to be in this space. You don't deserve to ask for the promotion. You don't deserve, to getting you to a space where you know that you deserve more. Where you know that you are feeling great in the clothing that you're wearing. And it's not a case of, I'm just going to wear whatever just because I can't do better right now. But you can do better. You can do better. Better can be where you start with, first of all, reprogramming your mind to really say, what are some of the things that I'm holding on to about getting dressed that's affecting me from showing up? What do I need to do differently? And then taking the action steps necessary to do that, to change that. That can be from purging your closet. That can mean scheduling a style consultation with a personal stylist. That can be trying to understand for yourself, what does success look like for you, and how do you want to represent yourself within your personal brand? How do you want to stand out? I'm going to talk about standing out later. I had this really interesting conversation with a friend of mine who, she normally wears pants and decided that she's going to wear a skirt to work. And all her coworkers went crazy because for all the years that they knew her, they've never known her to wear a skirt. She felt uncomfortable because it's like, doing something outside of her comfort zone. Here's it, she's showing up in a skirt. So she felt uncomfortable. And everyone else was praising her, like, oh my gosh, you look so great. You look so great, so fantastic. But for her, because she felt self-conscious about it, all the compliments is like, oh no, I don't want to stand out this way. Right? I don't want to stand out this way. So I'm going to retreat back to the things that I am comfortable wearing. And for some of you, comfortable, going back to things that are comfortable, in your silent moments, you may realize that you're not getting the opportunities that you need because you are not standing out. And standing out for the right reasons is a good thing. Right? And when it comes to having an image coach, having a personal stylist help you to break through that, can increase your income by 20%. Can give you the confidence. Because I'm sure if I asked you right now, what is, like, two questions. What is your biggest challenge right now when it comes to your personal style? Sure, you can give me a list. Dressing your body type, knowing what colors to wear, knowing where to shop. Like, that's the list, right? And then if I ask you, how can dressing better help you in your career or your business? How do you see it helping you? You may say something like more visibility, more confidence, strengthening your personal brand, right? So that in itself are reasons to hire a personal stylist and an image coach. Because there are three benefits I want to talk about today that hiring a personal stylist and image coach can help you achieve. Benefit number one is to unlock your confidence. Confidence is something that I've discovered that, one, I have to psych myself up. to get on these calls. I have to psych myself up to have these conversations. I don't think I am the most confident person, but I tricked my mind in saying, I am confident. I am great. I can do this. Clothes help me to do that. Because I know whenever I get dressed, whenever I present myself, because every single time that I get dressed gives me an opportunity to be seen, to be heard, and to create the life that I want. Unlocking your confidence through the clothes that you wear, getting dressed every day, that is a benefit to you, to how you show up in the different spaces and different rooms that you're in, helping you to create the visibility that you need, giving you the voice to speak up for yourself, to ask for that promotion, because you're not worried that your overall package is not communicating someone who deserves to ask for more. You know that your overall presence, your overall image, an image, it's your appearance, it's the way you communicate, it's the way you interact. And through clothing helps you to build that presence that you need, boost your confidence. You feel like, I know I've said this before, like when I wear flats, I don't feel confident. I'm 5 feet. I'm super petite. I'm down there. Me walking into a client meeting or a business meeting wearing flats does nothing for my confidence. And this is where you have to know, what are your power pieces? What are the things that really help you to step out and be, and shoulders back and walk into that room and own it. Heels, flats don't make me do that. Heels is what makes me feel that way. Heels allow me, that specific wardrobe piece allows me to unlock my confidence, to show up in different rooms and different spaces, knowing that I belong there, knowing that I can sell myself, knowing that I can build relationships, and feeling great about me. It has nothing to do with someone saying to me, wear heels. No, this is me. That particular piece makes me feel great. And as a result, I show up for myself. The second benefit for hiring a personal stylist, getting image coaching, has to do with body positivity. Right now, a lot of you gain some weight because of what's been happening recently. We haven't been as active as you haven't been as active as you used to be, and we're sitting around the house and we snack a little bit more, and the weight came on and creeped up, and now you're trying to get back into your professional wear. You're trying to get back into your clothing because you spent all this time in sweatpants, and sweatpants are stretchy, so you don't really see when you were gaining the weight. So now you're trying to go into more structured pieces. You're seeing it. And there's this whole thing that, oh my gosh, I gain weight. My clothes don't fit. And you're going to your closet trying to find what 2 or 3 pieces can you fit into. It may not fit you comfortably, but you're like, this is the best of the lot. And you look at yourself in the mirror, or you avoid looking at yourself in the mirror because you don't feel confident in the body that you're in. You don't feel great in it. So you don't show up for yourself. There's a show that I watch called, it's produced by Jennifer Lopez. It is called, oh my gosh, it's not Younger. Younger is on the tip of my mind. Oh my gosh, I was just watching it today. Oh, crap. How can I forget? I totally forget the name of the show. But anyhow, if I remember, I'll put it in the chat. I totally forgot the name of the show, and I was just watching the episode today because that episode is what I wanted to reference today, where there's this young lady in that suffers from an eating disorder, and also she doesn't feel positive about her body. Whenever she gains weight, it automatically consumes her. She's not eating, she's not, like, she feels down, her confidence goes down. And that episode specifically, where she was going through that, one of the things that she did, and this is what I encourage most women to do, is to have that moment where you're honest with yourself. So if you buy clothing and you're putting it on and it doesn't fit, don't blame your body. Don't blame your body. Accept your body for where it is right now. You can do the work to get your body back to where you want to get it to, but don't blame your body. Simply get clothing that fits. Because if you don't wear clothing that fits you, you don't feel great about yourself. You don't show up. You're not seen. You're not heard. You don't live a happy life. So if you find yourself where you're trying to figure out how to dress this body that you're in, you're not confident in it, that's where an image coach and a personal stylist comes in. That's where I help my clients to, one, identify the body type they're in, acknowledge the body type they're in, and then understand how to dress it. So if you're living in that space of, I don't feel comfortable in my body, I don't know how to dress it, and you're going around on that hamster wheel day in, day out, and that's what you're saying, then kind of think about it. What do you need to do to change it? And if you can hire someone to help you along, why not do it? Right? Why not do it? The third benefit for you is that you get to what I call power up your wardrobe, which means you get to strengthen your personal brand so that you can connect to the opportunities that you're looking for. Strengthening your personal brand means that you're going to ensure that you update your headshots. You're going to show up on lives. You're going to show up in conversations. Instead of having your camera off during networking events, you're going to turn it on. You're going to allow yourself to get those opportunities by showing up for yourself, right? And that is where I help my clients with that as well, right? Helping you decide, how do you want to show up in your brand? How do you want to represent your brand? If you have a brand photo shoot, what do you wear? How do you get the essence of who you are to come out in your brand? Right? So that's how you get to, if you're going through some of these things that I talked about, where you're holding on to the myth of personal styling is not for you, it's for the rich and famous, that's not something that I should invest in, but yet you lack confidence, you feel or have negative comments towards your body, and you don't feel as though you're getting the visibility that you need within your brand, within your business, within your career, but you want it, right? You have to want it. Then, of course, you need personal styling. You need help with branding you. You need help with unlocking your confidence. You need help to show up, to wear clothes that help you show up in a confident manner. So there are 3 ways that I help my clients. We go through, way number 1 is that we go through a style strategy session. So you may be on that path where you're trying to decide, what does this whole aspect of personal styling and image coaching looks like? How can, what are some of the challenges that you're going through, and how can I help you to overcome those challenges, and what are some of the solutions to help you with that? What is it you need to do? How do you craft your personal brand around your wardrobe? How do you create more visibility and opportunity for yourself based on what you wear? So that's the style strategy session. 2, we can do also a virtual closet review. This is after a year of spending, you have spent all this time in sweatpants and comfortable clothing, going back into the world, or going back where you see companies are going back to normal, and you're trying to figure out, what do I wear? What are the pieces do I have in my closet to create outfits for where I am today and how I want to represent myself? A virtual closet review is something that will work for you, because we'll go through the things that you have and create outfits from those pieces that you have in your closet. So you don't have to go figuring out, okay, what do I wear today? Together we'll do that. So you have a digital lookbook of all these things that you can wear. So dressing is easier for you, but it allows you and give you the confidence that you need to be able to show up for yourself. The third way, it's a VIP day. That's where we go through defining your style. That's where we go through building your capsule wardrobe. That's where we go through developing better shopping habits, where to shop, what to buy, and helping you just create that personal brand and create the visibility that you need through the things that you wear. So those are the 3 ways that I help my clients. If one of those sound like something that you want, like, you need some more information on, or you're ready to take the step forward to really building a wardrobe that helps you, that becomes your superpower, that helps you to create the visibility that you need, to have the impact that you need, to have the influence that you need, to increase your income, then of course, those are the 3 options that you can choose from. Understand that what I want to leave you with is that I want you to understand that image meets mindset. You have to adjust your mindset to project the image that you want. You have to adjust your mindset towards how you show up, how you get dressed, and towards clothing, and towards getting help with your wardrobe to be able to change your image. Because when you adjust your mindset and you adjust your image, that's where your success lies. That's where you create more opportunities for yourself. Because as the saying goes, you can get anything in life if you dress for it. I am a true believer in that, not because I'm a personal stylist, but because in my own personal life, it has allowed me to show up for myself. It has allowed me to do what I'm doing today. And that's because I dress for the things that I want in life. So thanks for joining. If you are joining late, you're watching the replay, drop your questions. If one of those services that I said speaks to you, which is the style strategy session, where we go through how do you want to present yourself in your brand, in your career, or maybe you need help with putting together outfits from things that's currently in your closet, or maybe you need an overall style development, which is your VIP day, then of course, drop me a DM, send me a message, let's get connected. I'll also put in the chat the link to schedule a style consultation with me so that we can get the ball rolling, right? We need to get you to the space that your wardrobe is allowing you to get the opportunities that you need. So thanks for joining. Until next time, take care. Bye.